welcome back to GearCheckGames. This is part 9 of our Pokemon Red playthrough. We're going to take on Lieutenant Surge today, and we have a guest with us. For the first time.
Well, who could it be?
That guy standing next to Red, looking off in the distance.
Hi, it's Ethan again. You might know me from the Sonic 3 and Knuckles playthrough. Decided to go here because, well, there's a lot of trash here, and, I feel like I'm in my natural habitat.
Yeah, it feels right at home with the rest of us.
Hey, there's a switch under the trash.
I love how we were like...
Hey, free switch.
So we just finished recording Sonic 3, and I love how we were like, yeah, we'll probably get Ethan back someday in the distant future. And then in the next video we put out, there he is again!
The distant future of 24 hours.
Uh-huh.
I like that this area, the puzzle of this gym is that you're digging around in trash cans looking for a 1-2 switch.
I think it's the middle, top row, middle, and the second to the left. No, I'm wrong.
No, Dan, they didn't even take it out of the switch. They just threw the whole switch in the trash.
Yeah.
It's like
tainted.
It's like E.T. on the Atari. There's just landfills full of 1-2 switch. Mm-hmm. And they all ended up in Lieutenant Surge's gym.
We got a full team.
Except unlike E.T. for the Atari, Nintendo's still charging $50 for it.
We have a full team. We're not necessarily using all of them.
Yeah. I've already sacrificed... Yeah. I've already sacrificed one member to the PC gods.
Mm-hmm. Rest in peace, Bishasrit.
Yeah. Poor Pikachu. He's singing that song by Everclear. My daddy gave me a name. He's got like emo makeup on, and he's got like the spiky armband.
He's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Us? Yeah, Lieutenant Surge looks like we just invaded his garden or something.
Why does Mr. Mime look like he's like giving a salute?
Because he's fighting Lieutenant Surge.
Yeah, the lightning
he's saluting
American.
a superior.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad you said that, because I don't remember who said it yesterday, but someone said he looked like he was like shielding his eyes from the sun.
I said it looked like he was having trouble seeing the Diglett he was fighting.
He's shielding his eyes from all this epileptic flashing that's going on.
Yeah, if we were playing this on the virtual console, that would be like really, really ugly and dim.
Yeah.
It's so all those kids playing on a backlit screen don't get seizures.
I just found out...
Chunky Chew.
Mm-hmm, yeah. I just found out that on the NES Classic Edition, games that feature sprite flickering, instead of flashing between frames, they fade in between, which looks really weird.
Oh
yeah, you just reminded me. I'm gonna have to probably put an epilepsy warning on my Metal Slug playthrough.
Oh.
That's got some giant flashing bosses.
One of those games.
Super Chunkachu.
Yeah, Raichu is another one of those Pokemon that looks like it was... like, they didn't really plan out where everything there was gonna go as they were drawing it, and so it just kind of ends up, like, pushing the borders of the sprite area.
So why do people call it Fat Pikachu and not Pika-Chunk?
Because
they're not creative.
Or Raichunk.
I feel like chunky and like thick weren't in like the common vernacular back then. They were.
But I mean, like now, people still call it Fat Pikachu.
That's true.
As a term of endearment, of course.
Oh yeah. Look, it's kind of like oh god, who was the guy that played in Superbad? The frizzy-haired kid. Well, I guess he's a man now, but
Michael Cera.
no, the other one, the fatter one.
The fatter one. You just whispered fatter.
I'm sorry.
Like it's a curse word.
Raichu's got that PlayStation Network going.
Mm-hmm. And it's slowly killing him.
Yeah, this
and
whole
now
month.
It's
That's
down.
why we
this
were.
Is so accurate.
Uh-huh.
That's why we were playing Sonic Mania this whole time. Didn't you know? It was free this month.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You're
God,
the
he's
real
so
deal,
angry.
kid!
Yeah.
Finally, take the Thunder Badge!
Take the Thunder Badge. Give it another body slam. Do you guys remember the anime when Lieutenant Surge was like 8 feet tall?
I remember that stupid episode. Remember how Pikachu...
That was a good episode.
It was so dumb. I'm going to ground myself with my big fat tail like I haven't been doing for the entire show, and it's going to win the battle.
It was all about Ash, he accepts Pikachu for what he is, not what he wants him to be. You wouldn't make your friend evolve just to, use them, would you?
Yes.
I would.
You wouldn't make me evolve just to use me, would you?
Vulpix is inarguably worse than Ninetales. I would evolve him.
Trey, you're as bad as that scientist we talked to last time who dressed his best friend in clown makeup and stuffed him inside a Pokeball and traded him to us for an Ampera.
Well, I've enslaved Marcel.
And there he is, good old Marcel.
Hey,
totally a Pokemon.
See, that's how we beat the Elite Four. We don't use a legit team. We just disguise someone like a Pokemon and just beat the shit out of an animal.
Roar, I'm a grinder.
Yeah.
Grimer, I'm sorry. I fucked that up.
Yeah, we just get a naked guy and just paint him gray and call him a Geodude. Yeah, Macho.
Hey guys, I'm totally Zapdos. I'm water type.
I'm a flaming Moltres.
God.
What was the context for that?
I don't know. Were they trying to get into a contest or into a party or something?
I think it was a superhero thing. I don't know. I'm just shooting in the dark.
Any excuse oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. How would you respond if you were a member of the Elite Four, the Pokemon champion or whatever, and then this trainer walks up to you for a Pokemon battle, to the title battle, and he throws out a Pokeball, it doesn't open, and then his group of friends just run out the door behind him wearing fursuits and start beating up your Pokemon.
Oh my god.
They're going to have to start doing DNA tests in the Pokemon
Professor
League.
Oak is going to be getting a call from me when that happens.
Pikachu, you gotta take this piss test to make sure you're not on steroids.
They all get in Jimmy's mom's car to go get slushies afterward.
You guys did good. You didn't win. You did good.
I promise you, Jigglypuff's not juicy. She's just Jigglypuff.
Mm-hmm.
Why won't you give him a Moonstone? That's legal drugs.
So now that we have Cut, we're headed for Rock Tunnel, right?
Yeah, that's going to be the objective. But I do have to make one pit stop in Cerulean because we got to get ourselves some transportation.
Why would Dwayne Johnson have his own tunnel?
I don't know, Ethan. Why is that?
You just go in there and the entire walls
joke. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You go in Rock Tunnel. You don't need flash anymore. It's just walls full of Best Buy level TV walls, all with movies that The Rock has been in and his wrestling promos and specials.
Yeah, all those classics like Skyscraper.
Yeah.
But when you enter the tunnel, what does it smell like he's cooking?
Say, what kind of Pokemon do you have? Well, I have. It doesn't matter what you have.
Oh boy.
Guys, he only has Onyx. That's all he needs.
By the way, if you don't come here with a bike voucher, this thing costs $1 million Poké-dollars. Bike voucher, yes.
I mean, if we're basing that on Japanese yen, isn't that just $1,000 or $100?
It's still a pretty expensive.
You're
bike.
A 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Were you a 10-year-old and had $10,000 or whatever?
I'm a trust fund kid. That's pocket change. No, I'm just I can't even fake being rich.
So now that we have the bike, we can move around faster, but why does our cap get squished?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's probably to fit in the model space.
Ain't that always the reason?
Oh, wait. I have one theory. Maybe the wind is blowing it down flat against his head.
Just the dumbest.
No,
it's not blowing it off his head, it's just blowing it into his head.
It's rising up and hitting the glass ceiling above
This
him.
must be some...
That's
Yeah, because Mr. Mime has trapped him in an invisible box.
Yeah. Marcel's revenge.
Guys, I just realized something. This might be spoilers for later, but I didn't notice this when I was playing the game. I never go back for Ekans. He's at the daycare forever!
Oh.
He's gonna be like a level 100 Ekans by the end of this game.
How long ago did you finish recording this? Months?
Probably about 2 months ago.
Oh my god.
He's gonna have a real rap to deal with
Moment of...
after he's done doing snake sit-ups.
He's like the Wouldn't that be hilarious? You find a snake in the wild, you turn him over, and he's just like got these abs of steel under there. You get great cheese
like
on
a
those.
64-pack.
Yeah. 64-pack.
Where'd you get that Ekans? Costco.
You have Pokemon with you, yeah? What are you gonna do about
I
it?
bought that Ekans in bulk.
I can't wait till we get to the guy who's like, I just hiked all the way through this cave and I'm exhausted.
But I got enough energy to fight.
I think my favorite one. Have you done the SS Anna or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I guess you ran through my favorite one, which is I feel seasick.
Yeah, they don't need much of an excuse to fight you, do they?
I love that, though. I love that that's like a law. Like, if you are a trainer, and you look literally into the eyes of another trainer, like, you are obligated to fight each other.
Well, no, you don't have to look them in the eye. They just have to look at you. But they're not allowed to turn left and right.
Here's the deal. You gotta find a trainer you look at, but you don't have to do it if you're looking at him diagonally.
Yeah, I'm just like imagining this crazy, just dystopian Pokemon world where you're like, you're just trying to live your life and not like have to fight people. So you gotta go through life like you're in Slender Man, trying to like not look at people and not be seen by anyone.
Guys, I have the perfect fix. The next protagonist just needs sunglasses.
I got the idea now that it's like
Make the next protagonist blind.
I got my idea now where it's like Slenderman, but it's Pokemon, and like very
Slendermon.
and then like very like when you see it in close, you just hear the Jigglypuff lullaby.
Oh, God.
You wake up and he's mugged you of all your money and your like items and shit. The only thing you have is like your starter. It's like, gosh dang it.
Is it bad that I didn't realize until long after the fact that the Jigglypuff song originated in the game? I always thought it was from the anime.
Oh.
I didn't realize it until I was listening to Volume 1 of the anime soundtrack, which is all of the game remixes, and Jigglypuff's song was on it. I was like, huh, I thought this was from the show. And then I was replaying one of the games, and I went into the Pewter City Pokemon Center and talked to Jigglypuff. It's like, oh, stand corrected.
Call yourself a Pokemon fan.
In part 2 or 3 of this series, I did showcase that song.
Well, I know you did. I mean, like, this happened like a decade ago.
Joe's not even paying attention to our playthrough. He doesn't care.
How much will
He's just
Bill's
phoning it in.
grow?
He's getting huge!
Yeah.
No,
I
he's
love
really
that his
getting
sprite,
huge. Oh,
his sprite grew every time he used growth.
He's
Bellsprout.
Dynamaxing.
Yeah, I was about to say, Dynamax! I don't care what the haters say. I'm ready for that. Like, since we're not getting Megas or Z moves, like, I'm ready for Dynamax. It's like,
All I care about is big sheep.
big sheep. Wooloo is life.
Just put like a
Wooloo is
giant
love.
Wooloo over the screen when you're editing this, Trey.
Oh yeah, I don't know what happened.
Put a Wooloo in the corner of the screen that slowly grows throughout the episode.
Extreme close up on the eye.
We'll have to, because I don't remember why, but while I was editing this, I edited out like a couple like trainer battles and like a couple like wild battles, but I didn't edit this out. I don't know
Are you
why.
looking at a guide or something?
I don't know if I went to go get some water. I don't know if I'm like talking on the phone, but it just happened, and it was so funny I left it in. He's there for like a solid minute.
Oh my god. Scroll.
So,
Lady
I
X
was
are starting to
like,
get creeped out.
Someday.
This girl trainer's like, you won't leave me alone. Go
She turned to
away.
me to
So, you got somewhere to
I'm
be?
still there.
I'm sorry I challenged you. Just leave me alone, please. You beat my Pokemon.
He's just standing there. Menacingly.
It's even creepier because he's like looking away.
Yeah.
So for this series, we should just do a Venusaur or Bulbasaur sprite in the thumbnails, and it gets a little bit bigger each episode, like barely noticeable, until it's huge in the final episode.
It's like the Captain Falcon.
And then we transition to Pokemon Sword and Shield, where Bulbasaur might not be in the game.
It's like the Captain Falcons that Game Explain hides in their thumbnails. The tiny Captain Falcons.
Wait, do they really?
Yep. Every
I
single
love
one.
that. So is that like the Where's Waldo of the Let's Play world?
Well, of the gaming news outlet world, I guess.
Teleport.
Oh.
Well, it's good to know Captain Falcon at least has something to do with himself these days.
Oh.
Also,
Guys,
does it look to anybody else when the bike is facing toward the screen? Does it look like Red's on a pogo stick?
Insert System of a Down reference here.
That's what they should have done in Gen 3, where they give you the Mach bike and the Acro bike. Instead of an Acro bike, just give you a pogo stick that you can hop around on.
Hey, Joe.
Man,
Yes.
Is it Caterpie or Caterpie?
It's Caterpie. Haven't you ever seen the anime?
Is it Caterpie?
This ain't like Hydro City. We know how you're supposed to say it.
when are we gonna get a Sonic anime where they actually go there?
Is it Marcel or Marcel?
Weedle.
It's Lekram. It's Marcel backwards.
Yeah, where in the did they ever in the Pokemon anime canonically tell us what the correct pronunciation for Marcel's name is?
Guys,
Well,
it's
yeah,
Marcel Parr.
Well, I don't know, but they never told us what the correct English pronunciation of Porygon is, though, because that episode never got aired.
Guys, his name is Robert Paulson.
Wait a second. Marcel Parr, if you read it down, there's LP. It's a Let's Play of Pokemon. Marcel is a Let's Player that was captured and turned into a Mr. Mime.
Oh, that's a rather haggard-looking Venonat.
This is how we get rid of PewDiePie. We have to literally digitize him.
This is like Venoneat.
He does look kind of cute though. Like,
Oh my gosh.
like he's
His
spooked.
his little fangs underneath his nose are shaped like pincers in this gen. It's kind of unsettling.
Maybe-
Oh yeah.
Maybe he's just like eating a pincer at all times and it's like slowly going into his mouth.
Venonat is like
My buds!
gigantic.
Did we say yet? Because like Venonat was one of my first like 3 or 4 I almost said starters. Welcome to.
One of my starters.
Although that would be kind of fun. No, he was one of my first
I had a weird
shinies. And
copy.
I love his little blue eyes.
Same.
It's cute.
You know, I actually think Venonat's a pretty good design all around. Like, it's a nice mix of... Like, it doesn't just look like an animal. It's cute, but it's also kind of, like, strange looking.
Yeah.
Just a good design. I've never used one, like, on a team, but I do like Venonat.
Yeah. I would like to. Next time I play Gen 1, I might pick one up once I get around Fuchsia City.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you pick them up, right? Like right outside?
Maybe? I think so, like, to the east.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can catch Venomoths in the Safari Zone, but they're like a real low catch rate.
Machop looks like he's wearing footy pajamas in this gen. I'm sorry, this whole thing has just been us making fun of the sprites.
Yeah.
And again, I reaffirm, I'm not making fun of them out of hatred, I just think it's funny.
Oh yeah.
I just remembered we never got closure on what Bulbasaur's back sprite is supposed to be. Or Ivysaur, whoever this is.
An
I think-
abomination
Like,
of
is that a
life.
tail or a leg or what?
Wait, okay. I think I know what it is. Because isn't Ivysaur the only one of the 3 that has a little nub tail?
I don't think any of them have a tail, honestly.
I don't think they do have tails.
Wait, none of
They're
them?
based on frogs, right?
I think so.
I honestly couldn't
Which,
tell you
I
what they're
mean,
based
bad
on.
example because frogs start out with tails.
They're little... They're monsters, Dan. They're pocket monsters.
Pocket monsters.
It's like with Slowpoke. What is he? He's a monster. He's just a critter.
This is another thing that you don't tend to see too much outside of Gen 1 is
Pocket
Pokemon
critters.
centers. Wait, no, that's false. Never mind.
One of my favorite... You just reminded me one of my favorite things to do in in the StarCraft 1 level editor, there was a critter file that just had a whole bunch of like animal NPCs, and I would just like fill a map full of like these like purple panthers. Like the enemy to get to you would have to like just annihilate all these NPCs to get to, like it would like lag out the match half the time because there's just so much AI trying to program these stupid animals.
That Meowth sprite's actually a fairly good match for his Gen 1 art.
Yeah.
That was they used that
Probably
sprite.
one of the best looking sprites in the game, honestly.
Yeah.
Then we got Marcel over here.
This derpy
They're
hand.
doing a salute to each
Yeah,
other.
they're doing the same pose.
They're like,
secret handshake.
Colonel! they're old Poke War buddies.
They fought together in the Poke War.
Yeah, along with Lieutenant Surge.
Yeah, the one that Lieutenant Surge talks about.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
God.
Come
We
on!
took a war veteran, put clown makeup on him, and forced him into a small ball
Okay,
Pokemon!
to fight for our amusement.
What do you do for amusement? You guys are sick.
I need...
How do you get
I
out
don't
of
know,
here?
I'm not driving this car. I'm just along for the ride.
Speaking of cars, it looks like Geodude's trying to like hitch a ride.
Yes, it does.
Hey, I'm on my way to Lavender. You guys got a spare seat in there?
You pigs want to give us a push?
I don't know why he's suddenly Tommy Chong, but I love it.
Oh my god.
Wait, would that make Onyx... Oh my... Would that make Onyx Cheech Marin?
I don't know. Well, we gotta make is there a Chihuahua Pokemon?
Not
Like
until
in-
we get a region based on Mexico.
Like in Oliver and Company, he's gotta, if we're gonna have a Cheech Marin Pokemon, he's gotta be like dog-like.
Yes.
Either that no, he's Poochyena.
We'll either
Close
get a
enough.
Poochyena or a Lillipup and name it Cheech.
Well, no, because he was a hyena in Lion King.
Oh yeah, that's right! God, all three of those designs, I must say, like, those are probably my favorite character designs in that movie. Aside from Zazu, he's God, that art style is like second to none, and it just pisses me off more that they're doing a dumb live action, quote unquote, live action version.
You know what always impressed me about Zazu for some reason? He's got like a color gradient on his beak that fades like smoothly from orange to yellow. I always thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and it's consistent for the entire movie.
Anyway, enough about Lion King.
Yeah. I have to go...
Actually, Dog King. Never mind, he's dead.
We have to obliterate the mind of this small puppy.
I love how this man we've captured and dressed as a Pokemon attacks people by confusing them.
Yeah. He doesn't do anything. He's just as confused as they are, but they're more confused.
It's like how they figure out in Blade Runner, like what's a robot? They like ask them like some like weird ass question, and do they just explode?
Oh my god!
You ever seen a sea turtle?
Man, can you imagine a Pokemon game where you just play as Harrison Ford, and he's just like not having anybody's business?
He doesn't even, like, the professor of the game's trying to give him a story. He's just, like, not having any of it. He's trudging through the tall grass, just, like, slapping away Pokemon that try to get at him.
Alright, well, our next stop's gonna be Lavender Town. And that's where we're gonna find the artifact. And we're gonna have to fight some ghosts.
Harrison Ford plays Pokemon Red.
You're welcome.
Thank you. GearCheckGames presents Harrison Ford ASMR.
Okay, now we have to ask, though, if the three main characters of the original Star Wars trilogy were Pokemon trainers, what would their teams be and why?
Oh, that's so many Pokemon, though. Okay, what would their one
Okay.
Pokemon be?
Oh, like their like super partner. The like
Yeah.
like if you saw them on a movie poster, that'd be like their partner. And let's limit it to like Gens 1 and 2.
Well, I'm trying to think of the most Chewbacca-like Pokemon.
I'm gonna go for Primeape on that one.
Okay. Close enough.
Is
Oh no, Piloswine. Piloswine.
I was gonna say, is Piloswine in Gen 1
Piloswine
too?
fits the bill
Or
perfectly.
Gen 2?
It's
Yeah.
just Chewbacca's head with 4 stubby legs.
I'm gonna go for Nido Queen on Princess Leia.
Okay.
She tough, yo.
Anakin wouldn't use Sandshrew because it's chorus. It gets
Yeah.
everywhere. And
Yeah, Luke
Dude.
would probably use like Farfetch'd or something.
Vader's gotta
Yeah, he
have a Hound
would.
Doom. Like, how could he not?
Yeah.
Or a coughing that is painted up to look like that little like torture bot.
I can see
Oh,
Kylo
yeah.
Ren having like an Eevee or something. He's like, I'm gonna evolve into Umbreon one day. It's gonna be cool.
And then it turns into an Espeon.
I was gonna say he was good all along. Damn it! I knew it. I would laugh
I
if this
I
turned.
used to shoot Rattatas with my speeder. I don't know the quote. He shot Womp-Rats or something,
Okay, what if?
but they're Rattatas because it's Pokemon World.
Womp Rattatas.
Yeah, or Womp-Rattatas.
Kylo Ren's so.
Well, thanks for having me, fellas.
Don't worry, I got you. Kylo Ren's so inept at being a Jedi or a Sith that Eevee gets too close to his
No, I can't
unstable lightsaber and turns into a Flareon on accident.
I love how even the menu is dark.
Yeah. It's like N64 emulation on the Wii U.
No, what was that?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
What was that
Kylo
weird
Ren would probably
Pokemon?
Nothing.
unironically pick a Flareon. He'd just be like, "You guys don't understand. You don't appreciate Flareon like I do."
He can use Flame Wheel now. He's like the best evolution. Well, next time,
Flareon's cool because it's fire, and fire's cool, like me.
just like my lightsaber.
Yeah.
Join
it's
us
red,
next time
like my lightsaber.
when we finish what you started.
All right, next time we're gonna go tackle.
Actually, no, never mind. Kylo Ren would take nose pass without a doubt.
Oh,
See you next time, fellas.
you are a cruel man.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Night.